Tyler1 is a popular League of Legends creator known for taking on some serious gamer challenges. Like getting all 5 roles in League of Legends to Challenger, or getting to 2000 ELO in chess in just under a year. And his new challenge is to get the Master in Street Fighter 6. Of course, there have been some crash outs along the way.
What if I were to grab you again? You're so bad at the game! Bro,
But Tyler1 seems to have found his stride by going to the unconventional in terms of strategy and character choice. And of this recording, he's already hit Masters in just under 130 hours, which is easily way above the average player. In this video, I want to talk about just how he did it. And we'll start with the actual character choice. Many people think that Modern Guile, the character that Tyler1's choosing, is actually really bad. And let's talk about why it's actually good and how Tyler1's taking advantage of it before we get into some replays. So the thing that separates Modern Guile and Classic, if you're brand new to Street Fighter, Modern gives you access to easy inputs, right? So the idea is like, Ken or someone, instead of like doing this Dragon Punch motion, they can do a anti-air with just 1 button. They can do supers with just 2 buttons, right? But the thing about Modern Guile, I can't just do a 1 button Sonic Boom. I just get this move. Instead, you have to charge, which means you have to hold back for 45 frames, and then you have to press the button. So a lot of people kind of wrote off Modern Guile because it's like, all right, you're not really getting that much advantage. But there's actually a lot of things you can do with it. The first is, we'll call it the instant flash kick. This is gonna sound weird, but in order for me to do flash kick in Classic, I have to go down and then up. And as you can see, there's like this little part where I'm holding neutral, which doesn't seem that bad, but when I hold neutral, it means I stand up. And so in certain situations, like a cross up, for example, if I try to do this instant flash kick, I'm just gonna get hit because he's hitting me during the standing frames. And if I get the flash kick, it's just gonna lift. Neither of these outcomes are ideal. Either me getting hit, either me blocking. Instead, I have to like super delay it. But this is like very, very hard. Yeah. So like I'm trying really hard to anti-air this. And if I wait like really long time, I'm just gonna get hit. Now, Modern, you don't have to worry about that. It's just 1 button. And you can get it consistently every time. So it makes this anti-air game a lot more versatile than in Classic. Yes, you could still screw it up, but it's a lot harder to screw it up because you can just wait until the very end and then do the latest possible flash kick. You used to be able to do this in Street Fighter 5 with like a leverless controller, but Capcom changed the rules of leverless and now it's way, way harder to do. But Modern, they could just do it naturally. All right, second thing, being able to do flash kick on like down back is actually really nice. So if I try to, one of the like really strong things in this game is anytime you see a gap, you try to punish the gap with an invincible reversal. But if there's no gap, like there's no gap in this version right here, and every time I go for EX flash kick, I actually just get hit because in order to do a flash kick in Classic, I have to hit up. And therefore I get hit because it thinks I'm not blocking low, right? Now, if I try to EX flash kick the gap in Modern, nothing comes out. So I'm actually a lot safer trying to attempt this option select where I only DP through the gap. And the other benefit, let's say I attempt it, I can still do EX flash kick after. So I actually can like block one thing, attempt a flash kick, and then still attempt another flash kick. In Classic, you can't do that because I attempt flash kick, I lost my charge because I have to hold up. And that way you don't have to guess whether there's a gap or not. You just always do it essentially. The other thing you might be thinking of is, let's say you're in a burnout scenario. Now, one of the most pronounced advantages Modern has over Classic is in burnout, right? A Modern Aki, for example, can just do 1 button super. And so anytime you see a DI, you do the 1 button super, it works, and you get out and you don't get like burned out in the corner, which is super, super good. And I thought Guile's doesn't seem that good, right? Because I can't just do a 1 button super. I have to have charge in order to get the 1 button super. But I actually think it's better for Guile than like other characters like Aki. And the reason is, like if I'm playing a non-charged character, I could just like do this like buffer motion. If I ever see the DI come out, I could just press. Guile can't do this. The motion in order to react is very long, 14, 15 frames to execute, which means that I can't reasonably react to a DI with the super input because the super input just takes too long. But that's where Modern comes into play. You can just do it. And the other cool thing about Modern Guile compared to other characters is for some reason, his level 1 super works on down back, which means you don't have to go to neutral in order to do your super. So for example, Modern Aki, I have to go to neutral in order to do my super, which takes like a couple extra frames to make sure you don't fuck it up, which means reacting to stuff like DI is harder. It means reacting to stuff like Fireball is easier too. So you actually get a lot of utility, and more utility than other characters, out of having your level 1 be one input. The other thing I want to highlight is auto combos are actually both really good. So this combo itself is like really tricky to do in Classic because you have to like, how would I say, you have to like do this like weird charge partition thing because you're doing like a stand kick. But yeah, Modern Guile can just mash out one button. And this auto combo is nice too. It only comes out on hit. And so this second punch of this, the crouch medium punch, is impossible for a human to like react to, right? Like I'll try to react to this normally, and like I can't do it. It's like it's just too small of a cancel window. Yeah, see, I tried it, I couldn't get it. I can still do my normal combo, which is just go in the flash kick. But if only the second hit hits, you just go into super, and you get a crap ton of damage too. Now you might be wondering, all right, so if you're gassing up Modern Guile this much, why are there no Modern Guiles? Surely Tyler1's not the only person to think of Modern Guile as like a potential competitive solution. And you're not wrong. First of all, there are some Modern Guiles. If you look at the leaderboards, particularly in Japan, for whatever reason, America they have like a hate boner against the Modern. So you got this guy who's 2,224 MR, top 10 on the leaderboards of Guile, playing Modern. So there are people using Modern Guile, but mostly in Japan or over in Asia. But you do lose a couple things with Modern. Except there's a lot of people treating Modern like a race. Actually, they do, bro. My YouTube comments are gonna be so full of hate for Modern players. It's just something about YouTube, man. YouTube comments hate Modern players. So I think the big thing is you do lose the overhead in Classic, and because you like to do drive rush as much as possible with Guile, because you can do it like behind the light sonic boom, this is actually pretty strong. That being said, a good player often will just perfect parry it. And then you're gonna be sad, right? So at high level, you don't see the overheads too much because people are scared of getting perfect parried into a reversal of fortune. So losing the overhead might not actually be that bad. You do lose a couple other things, particularly this stand heavy punch is useful for some of his combos, is useful for drive rush cancel. This is probably the biggest loss in my opinion, but you can get around it. He still has really good combos. The other thing I'd say is he does have this back heavy kick, but unfortunately it's on neutral stand heavy punch, which means you can't do a charge, which means you can't confirm it to level 1 super like this. But again, there's other pokes. You have other ways to get around it. But those are the main things he loses. He doesn't lose any specials. Most characters in this game lose at least one special or at least a couple versions of the special. Guile, because he only has 3 specials, doesn't lose any specials. So I think the real reason we don't see Modern Guile is because it's too much of a pain in the ass to learn. And same thing with most Modern characters. I think if I'm a Street Fighter player and I've been playing Street Fighter for 10 years on Classic, I would have to relearn all my muscle memory. I have to redesign my whole gameplay, or just like maybe a slight advantage increase in efficiency. I think most people just don't find it worth it, right? Same reason why a lot of people still play arcade stick, despite leverless being stronger. And I think as the life cycle goes on, we're gonna see more people play Modern Guile, and we're gonna see more top competitors play with Modern. Not to mention that Capcom seems insistent on buffing Modern every patch. Like for example, they gave Guile more jump normals compared to last season 2. So that brings us to Tyler1. Tyler1 ahead of the curve. I have no clue. I think he's just kind of picking based on vibes. But I think he kind of opened my eyes. I think this character is actually pretty good. A couple other things I want to talk about. Tyler1's strategy, because he does utilize some of the things that Modern Guile can do. All right, he's actually playing literally right now. But I want you to look at the profile. Most people, when they play the game, I'm just gonna pick this Cammy player, for example. They split their time between like practice and ranked and like other modes. Tyler1 just goes hardcore ranked. I love it, which is like an interesting way to learn the game for sure. Yeah, definitely a degen way to play. I'm looking at the stats. Bro, what are these stats? These stats are crazy. All right, he's probably the only guy in the world that barely uses drive rush. Almost no cancel drive rush, almost no parry drive rush, and almost all his meter is spent on drive impact and OD arts. Let's compare this to the Cammy, who I'm guessing almost certainly has a more typical. Even the Cammy's isn't typical, but like at least they're spamming cancel drive rush, which is one of the strongest mechanics in the game. But let's actually take a look at these matches and see what we're actually cooking here. The other side. Yeah. So one thing you'll notice is like he's very passive, right? The idea is play passive and react to everything. You see he's already using the auto flash kick too, just to be a little bit more consistent. Mash an auto combo, okay. A DI, yeah, that's pretty typical. But yeah, he isn't no like Oki timings. He isn't back roll. Back roll is one of the things that like he could easily implement. Nice flash kick again. Can you do the Tyler1 void? Like, yeah, flash kick. Again, very patient. Most players here, when they go for a DI, they go for Oki. We just go for pure reactions, bro. Yep, flash kick. Goes for a throw bait. That's actually new. He is starting to like implement a little bit Oki. What a lot of guys here would do is they go for like a drive rush. So like you land the anti-air and then, you know, go for a throw or something like that. Or they like throw a boom and then they go behind the boom and drive rush. But yeah, interesting strategy. Yeah, it's like, it's very patient and then, yeah, hold down back. No Oki, no drive rush. We're just trying to play pure fundamentals. Like this is actually like the outside of the random DIs, I feel like he's just trying to get by with like pure fundamentals, which is actually really cool to see. Okay. And the reaction DI, like I said, he's trying to react to everything. I think playing in a reactive playstyle, while maybe not as successful at first, lets you how do I say, build good habits, right? But yeah, this is really cool to see someone just like dial in strictly on the reactionary side of things. And yeah, hoping he gets masters. If you guys want to see a recap of when he gets masters, let me know. Like, share, and subscribe.
Woo, 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 woo. We are masters. It was extremely easy. We are peaking at 1,500, 111 hours of ranked.
I want to see the actual match that Tyler1 hit masters with. Let's see the official match. Oh, of course he won it. Oh, he actually rematched. That's cool. Yeah, he does one and done a lot, which is kind of funny. Like he probably won and done this Marissa. Oh, he got a perfect too? Okay. So in general, we're gonna see a lot more refinement than we saw like back in the older games, where he's actually like throwing booms more consistently. He's not whiffing normals. He's actually playing like way more patient than you'd expect the average Guile player to play. Here's what I was talking about before. He's using the basically cheater flash kick, where you just hold down at the last second and then you press the special button and it lets you anti-air a lot later than other regular Guiles can anti-air, which is really nice. So if he crossed up, he'd still get an anti-air. Goes for a throw bait, which is really nice. Does auto combo. Again, normal Guile has a lot of trouble doing this flash kick. Nice. Yeah, throw some booms, get him close to burnout. The thing about Tyler1's playstyle is he almost never goes in. He's content with just sitting back and making you come in. Most Guiles that I see, they're doing drive rush knee, they're doing drive rush throw, they're trying to mix you up on their knockdown. He's actually a legitimate wall. Yeah, crouch medium kick. He only needs a couple with button the auto combo. The auto combo is really good. He also doesn't always spend the EX flash kick now, which is really cool too. It like base it on like the distance and like how much meter he has. Hey, just a wall. Nice, a flash kick. Bro, he's just winning with fundies. Yeah, burnout. And yeah, this is looking really good. Doesn't he? Oh, he went for back. He tried to get for pressure. I think a good Ryu would kill there, but yeah, no punish still. You see, there's still a lot of room for optimization, right? He could have like full comboed and killed him on that miss super. But yeah, Tyler1 master, love to see it. And you might be, if you know anything about Street Fighter 6, you know that once you hit master, that's only where the true game begins. So that was the game that get him to master. But what happens is this game puts you at 1500 MR. It's like an ELO based system. So it puts you in the middle. But since you're new to master, you have to basically tank your MR. And spoiler alert, he's going to lose a lot.
GG.
Yeah. So again, another thing that like again, if you're like a true 1600 MR Guile, this double jab here, you could firm it into flash kick and you can get even more damage, and then you can kind of set up your knockdown. Yeah, expect the DI, of course. Oh, wait, Tyler's actually kind of cooking. Again, very one of the most patient Guiles I've seen. Oh, and he's going for over. I taught him that. There are a few things I did teach him. That being one of them. Wait, he might be goated. What random EX flash kick? Wait a second. Oh, that's punishable. Yeah, that's punishable. Okay, but he's burned out. He should, like, what the Manon should have went for is just a meatless punch. Oh no. Yeah, if you do the flash kick too late, they can't. No, you can't do that.
Fuck, I misclicked. No. I had him beat.
He's trying to bait flash kick, but Tyler1 never does reversal flash kick. So it's kind of like, this is kind of like helping him a lot. Oh, he got the perfect parries too. Yeah, whoa, oh. Bro, his fireball patterns are actually like legitimately good. Compared to when I watched them like initially. Why are you doing that? Why do you keep misclicking?
Oh my god, I had this guy. Oh, I had it. Fuck, man.
Is he gonna one and done him? He one and done? Wait, why'd you one and done him? You almost beat him. Yeah, he's just really good reactionary wise. He's good at checking drive rush. He's good at anti-airing. He's good at like catching drive rush, drive impact, and like really, I think that's one of the points of this video is like just relying on fundamentals and like zero combos can actually get you really far. And like obviously there's a lot of things he has to learn, like better defensive rotations, better like when to be aggressive with Guile, right?
Misclick, man.
He's still salty about that last matchup. Oh, he even had that combo down. You can like combo flash kick. Yeah, see, it's just too many drop combos. But his reactionary playstyle of Guile is like honestly a lot better than like even like 1600 MR Guiles I've played. Usually the 1600 MR Guiles, they have way better offense, but like their reactions and their like fireball patterns are worse.
Sometimes misclicking helps.
Huh? Oh no, wait, that was weird. And yeah, you're basically dead.
Oh my god.
And then he's misclicking level 3. Wait.
Oh.
It's a good try. All right, so anyways, this is what happened. So this whole stream, if you've played Street Fighter 6 and you hit master, this has probably happened to you. You keep tanking your MR, and you see like literally an hour later, he's already at 1270. He bottomed out at like 1204. He played till he won a set. Oh, so he basically played until he won a set, and it took this long. It took an hour and a half for him to win one set. But anyways, yeah, eventually won a set, and now I want to see what the current part, because this is actually a couple days ago. Wait, so his last stream was two days ago? Oh, so all right, so he's already back up to 1341. So he's been grinding. He said that starting at 1500 MR, dropping constantly till 1200 MR is very discouraging for new players. I agree. I don't know the solution though, because if everyone starts at 1200, then it's like it's just gonna lower the set point, right? So I want to take a look and see like maybe we can see what the current status is. We'll just pick like a random game. All right, so let's check this out. Tyler1 a 6-game win streak. I have to imagine he's made some improvements. Oh, he's actually doing EX flash kick on wake up. I talked to him a little bit about like Street Fighter 6 at EWC. And really, I gave him like a few pointers. One which was like, see green, do EX flash kick, stop doing the EX Sonic Blade. You know, you do crouch meme kick a lot more. Crouch meme kick target combo is pretty good to scrub out people. And I think he kind of took to all that. But the one thing he did not take to, I'm like, you need the EX flash kick more on Wake Up. And he said, why would I ever do EX flash kick? It's so risky. He'd rather just mash out. But the thing about mashing in this game is like, it's really bad against players that are strong. But now that he's in Masters, I think he finally understands that like, you can't just like mash out of everything. And he's finally doing EX flash kick. Love to see it. Oh, he's trying to go in more too. That's interesting. I've already seen more jumps than I've seen like in the last couple matches I watched. I don't know what that... Okay. Wait, this is doable. Just wait for a drive rush. Drive rush EX flash kick. He's dead. No!
I didn't. Fuck!
There's certain people that have like a really good mentality for learning games, right? And I could tell Tyler, like, I'm not trying to glaze them. I'm just saying in general, like people that are willing to take the risk in match and like try out the things that they know they need to do, such as Tyler1 trying to hit confirm the crouch jab flash kick. This is how you improve faster, right? By not being afraid to like go for the things that might potentially lose you the game, but in the long run will make you better. Yeah, the one thing I would say is like if Tyler1's strengths right now are like learning the one player game, it's like learning reactions, learning things that work against every character. His weaknesses are definitely like matchup knowledge. But I think this is actually the optimal way. This is like if I were coaching like Tyler or like some other person, I would actually tell them to focus on the things that he's focusing on, the things that work in every matchup, right? Because it's basically the lowest hanging fruit that you have. Like learning something that works against every character is going to get you a higher rank than learning something that only works against one character. Obviously, you're gonna have to learn everything at once, like eventually, but learning the most efficient stuff to get you to the highest rank possible so you can like play against better players and learn their habits, I think is like the best way to proceed. Yeah, see, he doesn't know how to deal with Jinrai. What was that? Oh, this is like really hard to punish now.
Wait, what the fuck is this character? Wait, there's no counter time?
Yeah, so that the thing, yeah, again, he doesn't know, but like what you're supposed to do, you see that super and then you just mash jab and you can punish. Or I think you can flash kick on reversal too. Oh yeah, catching a drive rush, nice. See, like here for example, like he should take up space. Like here he can like, he knows this is gonna hit, so he should just like either dash or like drive. You probably don't want to drive rush because you're low on bar, but he can like dash behind and like get him in the corner instead of like just letting him jump over that boom for free, and now like he gets all the space back. This is looking like really solid, bro. His ability to not crack is actually kind of insane. He's actually trying to, oh, jab flash kick. You love to see it. Oh, what was that? Oh, he tried to go through the sonic boom. Balloons tower defense Guile. That's a good way to put it. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I guarantee his chat's like actually terrible to learn from. Okay. Oh, he's actually doing like quite well. Yeah, no punish on the sweep. Again, there's just a lot of like really minor things, but like, bro, I think he's gonna be really good. Like if he keeps this up, based on what I'm seeing, like if he actually keeps this up for like a month, bro, he's gonna be like actually a lot better than like people think. Because he's doing all the right things. He's just like getting gapped by matchup knowledge. I know he's not going to Evo this. Well, he actually might. Oh, he did it too late. Oh, he did it too early. He now knows how us rank grinders feel in Street Fighter 6. Oh, that was a good EX flash kick. Anyways, yeah, so shouts to Tyler1. Learning how to learn is such an important skill, and you can really tell, like, because he's done all these other challenges, he understands how to learn. And specifically what I mean, like, he's not afraid to try shit in match. He's always like learning something new. Like every time I watch a replay, he has like one or two more things to implement, and they're always like the most important things at that level to learn, right? Like he's not learning crazy combos. He's not learning like specific matchup tech. Like keep in mind, I've coached people in like platinum and diamond that have taught me things about matchups. And like the reason you're not getting master is because you're not focusing on like the key essential skills that will like progress your win rate as fast as possible. And I think that's what Tyler1's like really, really good at doing. Just focusing on one thing, which is like turtling up and reactions, like more than anyone else I know, is really what got them there. And I think, you know, now that he's in like the master range, he's gonna obviously round out his game plan, you know, get better confirms, be a little bit more aggressive in certain situations. Actually, maybe he'll actually learn combos. We'll see. But yeah, I think it's really exciting. Maybe I'll do an update when he hits like 1600 MR. I think it's gonna be a little bit. It does take a while to get to, you know, those higher MR ranks, and I really want to see him do it. So anyways, if you want to see that, like, share, subscribe. Take care, y'all, and peace.